All right, let's do this. I'm starting with a solid pawn push. No surprises here.
Of course, you're going for a direct approach. Let's see how long you can keep it up.
The queen's pawn opening. I'm controlling the center early.
A good move, Tony, but I'm not going to give up my position that easily.
Fianchetto, huh? I like your style, Batman.
Just like you, Tony, you like to build things from the ground up, but I'll keep my plans quiet for now.
I'll take control of the center. It's what I do best.
A pawn push, but I'll hold my ground. Let's see if your strategy can handle some pressure. You've made your move, Tony. I'm striking with a 5. Let's see if you can handle the heat.
I'll castle and continue building up my position. You know, keeping it solid.
I'm ready to strike with my knight. I'm controlling the center more effectively now.
Don't get any funny ideas on the queen side.
I've got plans of my own. My knight's coming to d7. I'm just getting into position.
Don't think I don't see what you're doing, Bruce. You are losing now.
And yet, I'm still here.
I get it. I get it. You're all about control. All about the plan. Me? I just build the future I want. Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. I change the game as I play it.
You don't change the game, Tony. You play with it. You think you can control everything. But deep down, I'm not sure you believe in it yourself.
Pushing F3. I want to secure more space and control.
I see your pawn push and raise you another. F4. That's my move.
You know, Bruce, there are times I wonder if we're just the same person. We've both built something greater than ourselves, but for what? We're both bound to the mission, like it's the only thing that matters.
I became what Gotham needed, what the world needed. I will become consequence.
Consequences? Come on, Bruce. That's all we are. The consequence of our choices. You, me, everyone. But here's the thing. If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than the bad guys.
I don't accept limitations, Tony. I choose them, and that choice has kept me standing.
I'm not going to lie, Bruce. Sometimes I think you're too much of a ghost in the shadows. You operate alone. But we both know you can't do it forever.
I am not a ghost. I am the consequence of the world's failings. I'm the knight because I am everything this city fears.
That's the thing, though, right? Fear is your fuel. You say you're the knight, but deep down, you want to be feared. It's just easier that way.
I don't want to be feared, Tony. I am feared. It's what keeps the world from falling apart.
But where does it end? Do you ever wonder, Batman? What happens when it all finally catches up to you?
I do, but the answer is simple. I keep going. I never stop. I am what the world needs me to be, even if it destroys me.
You know, that's what separates us. You believe in the idea of consequence. Me? I'm trying to stop mine from ever happening. I built my suit to cheat death.
And yet, I still beat you.
Oh, come on, Bruce. Don't be so smug. I'll be back stronger than ever. You know I can always adapt.
Adaptation is one thing, Tony. Survival is another.
What now?
Wait, you've got no way to stop me.
If we can't accept limitations, we're no better than the bad guys.
All men have limits. I ignore mine.
I'm well aware. You ignored the fact that playing against me would mean to lose. Can you see it now?
No way.
Oh, by the way, this is Checkmate, if you hadn't noticed yet, Bruce. Seems like you were more playboy than genius.
I recognize that you have outsmarted me this time, Tony. I am honorable, and I accept this defeat. There's no more moves left for me to do. I resign.
You do surprise me if I'm being honest. This has been the most challenging duel I ever had. Not even Jarvis was good enough to last 20 moves. But I will hold on to your word, Batman. We need you to help us fight against this threat of the multiverse. You cannot run away anymore. Trust me, I know it. I lived it.
I didn't want it to go out of my way to help another universe. You obliged me to summon me here.
This is bigger than any one of us, bigger than any universe, Batman. We need you to be a part of the Avengers and help defeat this threat. You have no option now. I won, and you need to help us.
I'm no Avenger. In the Dark Knight, I'm Batman, but I will fight with you against this threat, Iron Man. We will be victorious, whatever it takes.
All right, folks, let's dive into this game we just played. I started with 1d4, aiming to control the center right from the get-go. Standard opening, but as you'll see, Batman's response was anything but typical.
Exactly. I responded with 1, NF6, the King's Indian Defense. This setup allows Black to remain flexible, preparing for a counterattack. It's all about playing for long-term activity, not just fighting for the center right away.
I then played 2c4 and 3 nc3, trying to establish a solid position and take control of the center. But Batman wasn't letting me dominate that easily. He fianchettoed his bishop with 3 dots, bg7, preparing to challenge me when the moment is right.
That's right. I followed up with 6e5, challenging the center. You pushed hard with 8th d5, trying to close things down, but I didn't back off. I played 8, knight7, planning to reroute my knight and look for counterplay.
Now, this is where it starts getting interesting. I thought I could seize the queen side with 14 na4, aiming to grab space and put pressure on Black. But Batman, as always, was ready for it. He took the pawn on b4 with 14 axe b4, and suddenly my initiative was slipping away.
That was the key moment. I started my kingside attack with 15 g5, launching a pawn storm. The game was shifting. Your position started to get cramped while I gained space on both the queen side and the king side.
I tried to stabilize, but I couldn't get enough control back. 23rd, bc1, and 24th. f3 didn't stop the pressure. Batman's pieces were more active, and mine were just too passive.
By move 36, I had the advantage. 36. Our xf6 forced the game into a simplified endgame, where I was ahead in material and position. You had to deal with my threats, and your king was completely exposed. And finally, after 41, qf6 plus, I realized I had no way to defend. The check was unavoidable, and I was already losing too much material. I had no choice but to resign.
That's how the game played out. The key takeaway here is the balance between aggression and patience. I didn't rush my attack, but built it slowly, controlling the board and waiting for the right moment to strike.
Exactly. It's a reminder that in chess and in life, you have to be ready to shift gears. Sometimes, holding back and letting your opponent commit to mistakes is the way to go.
Hey everyone, this game was taken from a chess match between Garry Kasparov and Ilya Smirin in 1988. Mr. Stark and Mr. Wayne are truly outstanding players of chess, but they are no match for friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, am I right? If you like this video between Mr. Stark going at Mr. Wayne, make sure to watch this next one and subscribe, or I'll tell the Avengers that you guys are messing with the multiverse.